All right, good evening, guys. Quick note before we get started. This was Jordan Roberts' 133rd game here at Long Beach State, breaks the program record.
Wow.
We'll start off tonight's press conference with a statement from head coach Sam Munson and then open it up for questions.
Well, that's awesome. You know, a little COVID asterisk maybe, but if he was injured for like 212 games, so he could have shattered the thing, you know. But we're sure happy to have him back today. I mean, he made a huge difference in there. As I told coaches, you know, on voting for all league and that kind of thing, I said, you know, he has been our guy that has sacrificed the most for this season, and he's been here 5 years and has never been on a team that's won a championship, and so I'm really excited for these four seniors next Saturday to hopefully close out their career, you know, at home with their families, because, you know, today you could tell how much they wanted it, and I just kept telling them every time out, you're fine, just relax, because, you know, defensively, you know, it showed they were locked in. I thought we really defended most of the game, you know, on Pepper and Mannion. We did a good job. And the zone in the second half, I think, got 10 or 12 straight stops. Was, you know, and you know we don't, you know, that's a plan B for us. We had to go to plan B, and they were able to execute it. And offensively, it was a long night. It was a struggle. I mean, 2 for 18 and a half, and you know, you can't tell them to quit shooting them, because that's who we are. And I told them at shoot around today, we got to be who we are. You know, we got to be the team that, and we're a team that, you know, is aggressive and shoots threes, and, you know, we don't have a true post right now, you know, per se, and besides Ramel. And they're finding ways. I mean, you know, I think Cullen was 0 for 12 going into the last shot, and like I told the team afterwards, I'm standing right there and I'm like, that's in, because he was in the moment, he was in rhythm. You know, I didn't call a timeout because I just feel like, you know, you know, a broken play, you know, not letting them get their defense set, and not, you know, not letting them set up. And, you know, we're trying to get the ball to Joel, and they denied it. And these two did a great job because it was supposed to be a high pick in the backcourt for Joel, and J-Rob did a great job of adjusting the play and getting just enough of Cullen's guy to get him open. I would, if it didn't go in, I would have said just keep driving that thing into foul pressure, but it went in. So I'm like, good job, you two.
Colin, kind of just walk us through what you're thinking as he's taking that third free throw. Are you anticipating it to go in, and then do you have a plan, knowing that you're going to get the ball with 7 seconds left or whatever?
I knew that coach's MO is not to call timeouts at the end of the game. So whether it went in or not, I knew we were going to have a high pick, because Jordan's pretty good about pretty much just running and setting that screen, and he has a good feel for the game. So whoever has the ball, he was going to go and set that high pick. So my whole thing was, whether Joel got it, I was going to sprint to the corner and give him space to where that guy would have to choose to either help off me, because I have been missing, and live with me shooting 3, or let Joel get a layup. He ended up making it. They denied Joel. I was on the opposite side, and I knew coach wasn't going to call a timeout, so I was pushing it with a good pace, kind of reading what they were doing. And then pretty much they were packing it in. They sagged off pretty far. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let this one rock. Yeah, it felt good. And I know I already knew coach wasn't going to call a timeout. Like, without a doubt, he wasn't calling one. And I was like, good call. Don't call it.
There was definitely time left on the clock, though. You didn't peak.
No. So I crossed half court around like 4.5 seconds. So I knew I had a little bit of time. But if I got a shot up, we could get an offensive rebound. I knew Kadir was trailing hard, and he runs, and he's crashing the board. He just got an offensive rebound. Jordan was going towards the basket, so we were going to have a chance at getting a rebound if I did miss it.
Felt good off the hand.
Yeah, it felt good.
You were 0 for 12 going into that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Were you thinking about that at all, or were you just confident about it?
Man, the sideline doesn't let me think about that. They literally don't let me think about it. Like, I'm going to the sideline, I'm like, man, they're like, dude, I don't care. Keep playing defense. Like, defense. Your offense is going to take care of itself. We know you can do that. You've been doing it. Just play defense. So I wasn't even concerned about the offensive end anymore. I was just trying to do my job on the defensive end, and when it came down to offense, try to be as aggressive as I can and make the defense react.
J-Rob, kind of a up and down season for you, especially recently with the injury and stuff like that. What did it feel like tonight to not only get back on the floor with your guys, but also play such a big role on both sides of the floor?
It felt really good, to be honest, because sitting and watching from the sideline, it could be tough mentally sometimes, just watching and knowing that you can come on the court and help your team, for sure. But just coming in, I didn't want to, force myself. I got to know my body, I got to trust my body and listen to my body, let me know what it's telling me. So, and my body today was telling me to go out there, try to amp it up and go as hard as I can. So that's what I came out and did.
Yeah, Colin, just going back to earlier too, like how we were saying, you might have been 0 for 12 or something for the 3-pointers. And then, one of your last games in the pyramid as a senior and you come up with that clutch shot, how does that make you feel? That has to feel good, right?
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. It's more so gratifying that we're a step closer to our goal. You know what I mean? Obviously that's what, as a kid in the driveway, you count down 5, 4, 3. You're doing that moment. But I'm also thankful for that. But more than anything, man, the goal and the objective was to come out with a win today. And as long as we got that done, that makes my senior last 2 games real good.
I want to interject a little bit what Colin was saying about the bench, and keeping him positive. He might have been 0 for 12 or 13, but his leadership has been unbelievable this year. And I heard him tell Jadon coming out of the locker room, "Hey, let's go get another 18 good looks. We got to keep going." And just that kind of leadership and encouragement to Jadon, I think, really was a key part of. Jadon came out and carried us for about the first, 5, 6, 8 minutes and got us back in that game. And when you got your captains telling you, they believe in you like that. This team is not, as I said, it's not winning because we're out talenting teams. We're out connecting them. We're more connected than any team I've had, in 10 years. And it shows in games like today when things aren't going good, and games like Saturday when things aren't going good. They just keep playing. And I'm happy that they got the result they did because they deserved it.
For me, win or lose for Fullerton, are you changing the way you send out the starting lineup because of how that might affect the standings or anything? Do you even care what that is, or are you just going with their available bodies?
I mean, this is not high school where, we're starting a couple of the seniors. I guess it would be Drew. But Drew's just coming back from an injury, and we need to win on Saturday. And if Drew Drew played a lot, and if Drew is our best chance to win on Saturday, then he'll start. But Drew's been invaluable coming in off the bench, and the reason why I put him on the bench to begin with, that I told him in my office 2 months ago, is he doesn't need to start to get his game in rhythm. I think shooters do, and I like Jadon and Colin need that rhythm early to get us going, and he's just so impactful because Drew's game is Drew's game, whether he starts, whether he comes off the bench, whether he's been poked in the eye or whatever it is. And again, the value. This is a team. There's been how about Kadir tonight? I mean, how valuable was that dude? I mean, the putback dunk, the steal at the end that should have got it back. There was maybe a bad decision there, but he could have ended the game. He ended the game with that steal and a dunk at the other end. It didn't happen, but he was just all over the place. And we can go on and on about the key roles that guys had on this game today. It was really a good team win, and that's why we're in a contention with 1 game to go to win the league, because not because of our individual efforts, but our team effort.
Thanks.
Yeah, so just going back to what you were saying about, the bench keeping you in rhythm too, how about the crowd tonight? I mean, I feel like that definitely made an impact in tonight's game, keeping you guys going forward, and then big celebration after.
Oh, yeah, we love LB Nation so much, so much. And a lot of the guys in the crowd are, other student athletes, you know what I mean? So all our teams support each other, all the students come out, you know what I mean? And it means a lot to us because we play hard, and it's gratifying to see they enjoy us playing hard. And since we've been here, has it been super lit like that?
No, it's amped up this year, honestly. So it's honestly a blessing to have it as our senior year for sure.
Man.
I think it's a credit to who's coming because the numbers isn't the story. It's the involvement the crowd's had. You know, we've had better attendance, but the people that are coming here are into it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.